Hey, where are you? You sound like you're in a closet.
Go into the chapel and we're going to the closet cast, episode 11. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to Closet Cast episode 11. It's been a while, but we are back and in a new set because I moved. And happy Black Friday. Today, we have a very special guest with us here today. Would you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Solomon Oz, United States Merchant Marines. You can call me Ozzy or you can call me Oates.
I'll call you Ozzy.
Call me Oates, please.
You gave me two options, and I figured I'd just pick the one I was more comfortable with. So you want me to call you Oates?
Call me Oates. That's what they called me.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me, Oates.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Yeah, how have you been?
Not great.
Why?
The U.S. healthcare system has crippled me.
Do you want to get into that right now?
No, I'll save it for the Senate hearing.
You don't want to talk about your health issues?
I was poisoned by asbestos by the United States government while I was stationed in Panama.
In Panama?
In Panama.
Why were you when exactly were you stationed in Panama? I feel like that's
1989 to 1992.
How old are you?
I'm 100.
$100 even.
I'm 100 days over the age of 53.
Oh, you didn't finish.
Sorry, the CTE gets to me sometimes from the asbestos.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful.
I was there at the fall of Saigon.
Yeah. Okay. So let's focus on that.
In Panama.
Yeah. So Saigon, you went to Saigon. You were fighting for the Americans.
I was fighting for freedom.
For freedom. For the Americans.
Yeah, I was fighting for freedom for the Americans.
So you're a patriot?
I'm a patriot. To the bone.
To the bone, to the bone.
And I'm bad to the bone.
That's awesome. And what do you love most about this country?
Of the United States of America?
Yeah.
Legalized weed and abortions.
That's interesting. Because
Is it, Seth? Is that interesting? Where were you when Saigon fell? I was in the trenches, fighting the Chechens, fighting the Hmong.
Didn't you say Saigon?
I was stationed in Panama.
You were fighting Chechens in Saigon, Panama? Okay. I won't question it. I mean, you seem like you have a lot of, patriotism, and I respect that.
We were the first usage of helicopter in battle.
You used
my platoon.
Your platoon. Okay. That was in Vietnam.
That was in Panama. The invasion of Panama. So they called me Der Totmacher.
Der Totmacher. They called you that?
Yeah, they called me that.
Do I need to
censor the German expats?
Do I need to censor that?
I don't think so.
So, well, that's good. I'm glad we got like a bit of a background on you. I gotta change that.
You guys got cats here?
Yeah, we got cats.
There's cat hair all over the microphone.
I don't believe you. There's no cat hair.
Whose is this? One of your whores?
Probably.
One of your Saigon whores?
I've never been to Saigon, Ozzy. I've never.
Yeah, and you never will because it fell.
Well, thanks to you guys, you know.
Thanks to the Khmer Rouge and Pol Pot.
Anyways,
You ever been to southern Kampuchea?
Kombucha?
Kombucha, now known as Cambodia.
I'm pretty sure kombucha is not a country.
It's a type of fermented tea.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I was in the spice trade in Southeast Asia
The spice trade?
when I was stationed in Panama.
What kind of spice is he trading?
Mainly Special K, Spice, K12, all that type of shit.
I take B12.
You always want to take your multivitamins.
So, okay, so let's just do a quick review of, like, your life.
Go ahead.
So you're... so you're, 100 days over 52?
53, you son of a bitch.
53.
Don't shortchange me like the U.S. government did when they poisoned me with asbestos.
I want to get into that later.
Haven't you seen the ads on television?
I don't watch TV.
Neither do I, but I've heard about them.
I watch Survivor.
I was a survivor.
Which season?
Season Panama Invasion.
There's a season in Panama. Season 12. Were you on that season?
I think I was in that.
I didn't see you.
I was in the background.
Fighting Chechens.
Fighting the Chechens in the trenches. Protecting freedom from the communists.
Well, we appreciate your...
Something your president doesn't do today.
Who's our president?
I think it might be Gerald Ford.
I think you might be wrong.
Wait, it's Jimmy Carter.
Close.
Bob Dole.
We're just gonna move on. But thank you for coming. You and I go back.
Speaking of coming, I want to tell you a story real quick.
All right.
I was stationed in Panama, as you know. They dropped us down in a village. And they told us, make sure there's nothing left. So when we and my platoon got there, we just started mowing it all down. I was strapped with a GE minigun. Do you know who GE is, Seth? General Electric, part of the military-industrial complex. They should be held culpable for what they did to those people just as much as I was. We mowed that village down, men, women, and children. We set their huts on fire. We R-worded their women.
Okay.
And we put ammonia on their crops.
You put ammonia on their crops?
And when I pulled that trigger of that GE minigun, I fed a welt.
Oh, is that a best? Do you need?
I need some on my throat coat.
Yeah, there's some throat. Well, while you drink that,
Don't interrupt me, Seth.
you stop talking. But thank you for coming on to the...
You shut the hell up until I'm finished talking. We mowed down that village. We killed men, women, and children. We set children on fire and put ammonia on their women.
You put ammonia on their women.
We made sure they were lemony fresh. But you know what? I felt a wet spot develop on my crotch. But no, Seth. It wasn't urine. It was in fact ejaculate. Yes, Solomon Oz, Oates, derived pleasure from what he did in Panama.
That's fucked up.
I'll tell you what's fucked up. The United States government denying me benefits. Just because I got injured after I served.
That makes sense, though.
Does it, Seth?
How did you get injured after?
Maybe that's what your president wants you to think.
Joe Biden?
Is that who's president? Or is it Kamala Harris?
It's not Kamala Harris. It's Joe Biden.
Oh, really? Who's got their hand up his ass? I served with Beau Biden.
You served with Beau Biden. That's pretty
I served
big.
with Beau Biden in Panama.
Now, so you're 53.
Correct.
Beau Biden is not.
He's dead.
He's not alive.
He died about 6 years ago.
And how old was he when he died?
I think he was like 46.
So okay. So you knew Beau.
I knew Beau. We served in Afghanistan, Panama together. We were in the same hooch. I also got cancer, brain cancer, from the burn pits.
Are you sure you're getting these countries right?
I was there with Beau Biden.
I just
Wait.
Yeah.
Now that I remember, it might have been Hunter Biden, and it might have been Tijuana,
I know someone named Hunter.
and it might have been cocaine.
It might have been cocaine. You were on cocaine.
Maybe. It might have been Hunter Biden.
You don't know which Biden. You can't tell
I
him.
served with one of them.
Oh. But
in Tijuana.
what's your opinion on Kamala Harris?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah, give it to me straight.
I think she's a cool wine mom. She's that fun aunt at a holiday gathering.
Did you vote for her?
No.
Who did you vote for?
The fuck was that libertarian guy's name?
Kanye West?
Something Johnson? Gary Johnson. I voted for Gary Johnson.
You voted for Gary Johnson? Why did you vote for Gary Johnson?
He wants to take the big political machine down.
He does?
Maybe. Do you, Seth? Do you want to take down the political machine? Boss Tweed, will you sit here on your $1,000 stool that the government paid for? With your EBT card?
I got the stool for free.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have.
Why?
It's just another handout for you millennials. While I sit here with asbestos poisoning from the burn pit next to the hooch that I was stationed in Panama.
That sounds really fucked up.
I'll tell you what's fucked up.
Yeah?
We were on a bus. And those damn North Koreans were closing in on us. And there's a woman at the back of the bus. She was holding her chicken. And the chicken wouldn't stop squawking. It was just going squawk, 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 squawk. And I walked back there and I said, "Lady, you shut that chicken up." And then soon enough, it stopped crying. It stopped crying, Seth. It wasn't a chicken. It was her baby. She smothered her own child. She killed her baby. And that's the price we had to pay to make sure Panama remained free and democratic.
You sure you were on Survivor Season 12? I'm almost certain I didn't see you. Could you tell that story again? I don't think the mic caught that.
We were on a bus with the North Koreans closing in on us. The Red Army wouldn't stop. And there's a woman sitting in the back of the bus. And her baby was crying. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. You know what she did, Seth?
What'd she do?
She smothered her own child! That is the reality that I live in!
Well, goddamn.
And the United States government has to pay for that.
And your healthcare benefits.
And my healthcare benefits. And maybe a free Subway sub is a sign of appreciation every Veterans Day.
Sorry, I got distracted.
You know who else got distracted?
Hmm.
Me, when I had to sit there as Pol Pot's personal Maytag.
You seem like you have a lot of anger.
I was a honeypot, okay?
Yeah.
I did what I had to do.
Well, we don't have to talk about your military experience that much more. We can.
Why? It's no secret. Freedom of Information Act, Seth. Happy Veterans Day, Emil.
It's not Veterans Day at all. It's not even close.
Happy Memorial Day.
It's my birthday.
Sig.
It's my birthday in like 2 days.
Happy Armistice Day. America.
I hate America.
Then why do you live here? Huh? Why do you choose to reap the benefits of a free society? Why don't you move to North Korea? Why don't you move to Vietnam or Laos or Cambodia?
I didn't say
Huh?
I
How's
liked
about
those
communist
countries.
China? How's about communist China, you Pooh Bear looking motherfucker?
That's uncalled for.
You know what they said to me? In Panama?
Yeah. No.
Or some other cartoony shit like that. You know what that means?
No.
I don't either. I was hoping you would. I know you're Korean, so maybe you could add some insider info.
I'm like this much Korean.
You're Korean if it was maybe this much.
A little bit less. Yeah.
Like the size of a nice bowl of mashed potatoes.
Oh, you know
On a Thanksgiving dinner that I can't attend because the United States government poisoned me with asbestos and I can't come within 15 feet of my family.
Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, let's hear a sponsor from our let's hear an ad. Sorry, from our sponsor this week, Hormel.
Hormel. I was Pol Pot's Hormel.
Tom Harmon reporting for Hormel, makers of fine food products. This is a National Football League training table. And only specially selected top quality foods are served here. Good red beef, a training table must. Hearty red beans, more tissue building protein. Vine ripened tomatoes, full of vitamins. And chili, Mel chili. Look at those big guys dig into it. Why did the NFL choose Hormel? Because Hormel chili has those same nourishing ingredients. Top-grade beef, Idaho beans, vine-ripened tomatoes, plus the tang of ripe peppers, choice herbs, all simmered together slowly. Hormel chili, training table nutrition with real chili flavor. And Hormel chili, along with all Hormel meats, has been selected by the National Football League for their official seal of approval for nutrition and flavor, Hormel chili.
Thank you to our sponsor, Hormel, for giving us money. Welcome back, everyone. You said you wanted to talk about some sort of operation.
Did I say I wanted to talk about it, or did I say I needed to talk about it?
It's probably the same thing.
Because the United States government needs to be held accountable for what they did
Does it?
when I was stationed in Panama. You ever seen the killing fields, Seth?
No, I haven't. I haven't really left this county.
The killing fields will change your perspective on life.
What happened in the killing fields? Why would they change my
They
perspective?
take infants and bash them against trees, while we sat idly by.
That sounds genuinely
While
fucked
you
up.
sat here, on your little comfy full-sized bed.
It's a queen.
You are a queen, a size queen for the United States government.
Pardon?
You like being fucked by the United States government. Well, guess what? I don't. I like holding them accountable for what they did.
I can tell.
I was on the ship the Lucky Dragon when it was stationed in Formosa when they dropped the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
You were a lot of places then. So what?
I was poisoned with radiation because of your United States government, Seth.
It's also yours. It's part of yours as well.
Oh, really? What country is this right here, you son of a bitch? They can fucking see it.
Is that Great Britain?
It's a Union Jack. I'm a British citizen now.
You are?
No, but I'm also a sovereign citizen, so I can claim citizenship from every country in the world. I have a world passport.
I don't care.
I think you do, Seth.
I don't.
I think you do.
I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Well, fuck you then. Ask me a question, little interviewer man. Hey, here's an idea.
Your ego's getting to
Here's
you.
an idea. Hey, Solomon, how many boots do you lick? I lick 15 every day.
15, why 15?
That's how many boots you lick.
Well,
You do 16 an even number, but you can't. Your tongue is just too covered in shoe polish. Your face gets so covered in shoe polish from licking all of the boots, it looks like you're doing a minstrel show in the late early 1900s.
Bamboozled. You know,
You look like you should be starring in a music video for Taco. Putting on the Ritz.
how do you know all these pop culture references and you've been in so many different
The
wars?
nightclubs in Tijuana, Seth.
So you were in a nightclub in Tijuana when you found out about the Taco music video for Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah, we pleaded there. He performed there.
Taco was at a nightclub
When
in
the
Tijuana.
donkey and pony shows were going on, Taco was performing. He uses the same backing track for every performance.
He has only one song.
He only has, he has two songs. He has Putting on the Ritz and Singing in the Rain.
Right.
I think he's, like, Dutch or something.
I don't. Why do I care what Taco is?
Because when I was stationed in the Netherlands, I had a wonderful night with him.
I just spilled some water.
I did. I saw that. You have some on your lips still, too. Well, guess what? You know what that reminds me of?
What?
The ejaculate of the United States government dripping down your chin.
I don't think I'm not a big fan of that.
Oh, really? Then say ACAB right now. You son of a bitch.
ACAB.
Alright.
So what's this? So you were stationed in Panama. What was the operation called? Is that something you can disclose?
Freedom of Information Act, Seth. It was called Operation Sorrow Harvest.
Sorrow Harvest.
Correct, I was the harvester of sorrow. Equivalent to the god Kronos.
So you were
And Oranos.
and
From
what-
Greek mythology.
So the operation involved putting what, like, you said ammonia on the women?
We burnt their women. We raped their crops.
What did America have against Panama exactly?
Freedom, Seth.
Is that it?
Yeah, we needed to make sure freedom rang.
Rang?
Yeah, rang.
Rang?
Rang was also the name of the little Chechen boy in Burma when I was stationed in Panama. You know what Rang said to me?
Mm.
He said, "Why, Solomon Oates? Why?"
They knew your name?
They all knew my name. I gave them chocolate Hershey's bars.
Chocolate.
That's how I got my information.
You didn't give me any chocolate.
I don't think I ever said I was stationed in Korea.
Damn. That sucks, bro.
Rang Fon was his name.
Okay. You killed him?
I can't disclose that, Seth.
You've disclosed way worse things than just killing a little boy.
Does Agent Orange kill just one individual? Or does it kill an entire nation?
Definitely kills more than one person.
How do you know? Were you there?
No, I can read, though.
What do you read? The Washington Post?
You ever heard of,
CNN?
You ever
Your
heard of...
liberal media?
I don't read CNN.
Well, guess what? I read Truth Tellers.
You read Truth Tellers?
Yeah.
What's that?
I read Alex Jones and Jordan Peterson.
Fuck. God damn it. I don't want to ever hear those names out of your goddamn mouth ever again.
Why? What are you gonna do? Sue me?
Maybe. I'm
getting a call from the VA. Hold on.
Alright, go ahead. We'll just... Who's the VA?
Veterans, Seth.
Just veterans? Wouldn't that just be the V?
V for Vendetta. It should be V for veterans. Veterans are always forgotten in this goddamn country.
Goddamn. D for damn.
What are you, fucking Sesame Street over here?
D for, dreams.
How about H for shut the hell up?
Wouldn't that be S?
How's about D for dream? Which is what I had before I had to go to that hell-forsaken country of Panama. You know what I dreamt about while I was stationed in Panama, Seth?
What'd you dream about?
I dreamed of children playing on a playground. And this darkness comes creeping over it. And I'm sitting there with my GE minigun, finger on the trigger. And I just start blasting. I mow that darkness down.
The darkness... So, this seems like a very metaphorical dream. And I don't know if you really want...
Is it, Seth, or is it the United States dropping Agent Orange on a small Campuchian village?
Campuchian village.
Yeah, that's what I said. Need I explain further? That's the sound that I made when Pol Pot said, "Hey, come here, give me a smooch, boy." And you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I gave him a big ol' smooch right on his lips. Because that's what he wanted. That's how I got information while I was stationed there.
That sounds fucked
It was
up.
called Operation Salon Kitty.
Salon Kitty.
Yeah. I posed as a woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Do you have a picture?
I do, as a matter of fact. And you can put it up on screen.
Yeah, I'll put it up.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. It's right there. You know how that works, then. You know how podcasts work. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll put it up.
Good.
Now everyone knows.
It's the least you could do.
It's, I mean...
You ever been on a junk boat, Seth?
A junk boat?
Yeah, you ever been on a junk boat?
Explain what that is.
Tear the place down, why don't ya?
What's a junk boat?
It's a boat used for junk fishing.
Junk fishing?
Yeah, junk fishing. How about you be cultured, you swine?
Is that where they take a magnet and they run it along a river and they collect junk?
It's called magnet fishing, you son of a bitch. And I've done it.
You've done magnet fishing?
Yeah, I have a big 50-pound magnet.
Like the red one with like the blue and the white on the end?
No, not a cartoonish magnet, you fucking
On a fishing...
can't say that word.
On a fishing pole?
No, I just use a string.
Oh, like a string and like a rod that you like throw and just like...
No! I can't explain this any clearer. It's part of my therapeutic treatment. You know what else I do for therapeutic treatment?
What do you do?
I look at art.
Oh, yeah. I love art. Art's
I
awesome.
have a deep appreciation of art.
You do?
Yes, particularly Western art.
Yeah, what kind? Like-
Eastern art gives me nightmares.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm sorry. So,
You ever seen Big Trouble in Little China?
yeah.
Well, guess what? It was a documentary.
I honestly do not think that's true. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah?
not. That is one of the fakest.
You ever seen Raiden in the flesh?
No.
Well, he came down. Well, I was high on angel dust.
Well, that might be an explanation as to why you saw Raiden.
And he had lightning and shit coming from his hands.
That's Mortal Kombat as well. That's There's no way that was real.
You know why it's spelled with a K?
Why?
Kampuchea.
We already went through this.
Spelled with a K. But Cambodia spelled with a C. You know what else is spelled with a C?
No.
Coronavirus.
Oh, God.
You know where that came from?
Where'd that come from?
Saigon. You guessed it.
So what kind of art do you like to look at? Like, do you have any examples, maybe?
One of my favorite pieces is a piece by a Mexican artist called Transformaciones.
You said that pretty well.
Oh, did I? Maybe it's because I was stationed in Tijuana.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Well,
You want to see a picture of it, Seth?
of the art?
Yeah, of the art.
I'll put it up on screen, too.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't get it.
Oh, you don't get it? What is it, degenerate art to you, you fascist?
It just looks like a bunch of scribbles.
It looks like a bunch of scribbles. You know what looked like a bunch of scribbles? The Chechen village after we got done mowing it down. Harasses is a god when it comes to modernist art.
You know,
You son of a bitch, take that back right now.
it looks good.
You think you could do better?
Yeah.
How's about you grab your little Ticonderoga pencil over there and you draw me a better picture?
I'll do that later.
You couldn't draw a better picture if you had your cock in your hand and you were pissing in the snow.
Probably not. I don't think anyone could. That seems like very difficult, especially if I'm hard.
Is killing Chinese children funny to you, Seth?
Seems like it is to you because you keep bringing it up.
Maybe it's just trauma.
Yeah, trauma that you love to revisit.
Why? Because I have an erect penis right now?
Do you? I'll have to censor that. So, that's cool. Thanks for telling us about your history. Do you have any other art pieces you'd want to show me?
Maybe I do.
Yeah?
You son of a bitch.
I want to see it.
This piece is called Down to the Walpurgis by an artist named Norman Lindsay out of Australia. You think you could do as good as this?
No, that's very, very beautiful.
What's beautiful about it? The massive tits on the broad?
The massive tits on the broad?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about the massive tits on the broad, but I'm pretty sure you
Just did right now.
you said it first.
Maybe that's your liberal media taking things out of context and twisting words.
Don't you enjoy...
I'm an anarcho-capitalist.
Okay. So on the compass, you're somewhere.
At the very top.
Just the... past
All the way north, stationed in the Arctic.
You were in the Arctic.
Yeah, I was in the Arctic.
Would you fight penguins?
Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Penguins aren't in the Arctic, Seth. Polar bears are.
So did you fight polar bears?
Penguins are in the Antarctic.
So did you fight polar bears then?
No, I didn't. Is that another one of your little jokes? Are you trying to be funny? Have you ever seen a polar bear in person? They could tear a Laotian village apart.
Well...
With just one paw. That's what Rang Fan's throat sounded like. When it was slit by the United States government.
I just had something in my throat.
He did too. Democracy.
That's fucked up, man. I honestly think everything you've said so far is just insanely fucked up. I don't follow or support...
I think your reactions to it are insanely fucked up. You find this amusing?
No! I don't.
How's about you be knee-deep in the trenches of New Mexico?
I'd hate that. Why would I choose to do that?
You ever been to Taos, New Mexico? Well, guess what? I served there.
Were you drafted or did you choose?
I'd prefer not to say.
So you chose.
I was undrafted. I was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, I don't really...
I more or less just kind of hung out.
Yeah, I don't support anything that you've said so far.
The United States government may or may not have known that I was there.
So you... You have a lot of, secrets.
I'm pretty sure I've been pretty open. Freedom of Solomon Act.
The Freedom of Solomon Act?
Solomon Oz, that's my name. You can call me Ozzy or you can call me Oates.
Interesting. I feel like you would, you wouldn't... I have this friend,
Don't fucking say his name, you son of a bitch.
You already know him?
Rick Barbian.
Yeah, pretty Ricky. You don't like him?
No, he's a degenerate.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about him. I'm sorry.
I was in his stable in Campuchia.
He had a stable in Campuchia?
Yeah.
Is that a real place?
It's Cambodia, Seth. When are you going to quit the jokes? We are dealing with reality here. Turn off your damn TV set.
You heard him.
We can no longer throw the Christians to the lions anymore, Seth.
War
is the only form of entertainment society has.
That's not true. I play video games. We'll be right back after these messages.
This is the Army. It's duty in Europe. It's wet, it's work, and it's tough. Your hours are long, and your muscles get sore. But when you're off duty in Europe, you're in Europe. This is the Army. If you'd like to be part of it, call this number, toll-free.
Welcome back. Thank you to the sponsor for giving us some money. So, as we are beginning to close out this episode, is there anything else you'd want to bring up? You know, anything about your past or anything about today?
Maybe something about the future.
Something about the future. That's not possible.
Oh, really? Because I plan on running to be the next governor of North Dakota.
What the fuck? North Dakota?
Yeah, North Dakota. I was stationed there once, in Outlaw on the Run. The local sheriff's department was gunning down my men.
What's in North Dakota?
Cold.
It is cold?
No, there is cold. That's all there is.
There is cold.
There is cold, it is cold, and all there ever will be is cold.
When do you plan on running?
2036.
So, you'd be 68?
Is the math correct there, Seth?
I don't think so.
Then maybe I will be. When I was stationed in North Dakota, fighting for my life from a rogue sheriff's department, you know what they did?
Well, they do.
They brought in my former captain, And you know what he said?
What'd they say?
Go home, Solomon. Quit killing everybody. End the bloodshed. And do you know what I said to that? Do you know what I said to my former boss, my former captain, my former lover? Do you know what I said to him?
What'd you say?
I said, they drew first blood, Sarge. I can't.
I'm pretty sure that's from Rambo. That what you just.
Oh, is it, Seth?
It is. No, it is. That what you just said.
Then how did I live it? Maybe Rambo's a documentary.
You think every movie's a documentary?
I was a frog man, deep in the trenches.
You haven't answered a single question.
We were trained with Navy SEALs.
Like SEALs?
Yeah. I punched the American sniper in the dick.
Chris Kyle?
He stepped me in a bar in North Dakota.
Isn't Chris Kyle like a piece of shit?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He tried stepping to me, and you know what? I hit him with some cool karate shit.
He's dead,
And
right?
I fucked him out. I killed him. I killed Chris Kyle.
I don't think you killed him.
Check the record, Seth. Cause of death.
He's a tortured man.
Solomon Oz.
Do you want me to look that up right now?
Yeah, look it up.
All right, I'll look it up. I'll look up who killed Chris Kyle, and if it's not Solomon Oz, then I'm kicking you off.
I karate chopped his cock in half in a bar.
So, who killed Chris Kyle? Chad Littlefield. Chris Kyle and Chad Littlefield.
Oh, really? Is that your liberal media trying to sell that to you, Seth? Were you there?
They were killed by Eddie Ray
I
Roth.
was there. I took light rail.
They were killed by someone named Eddie.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Maybe that's what your Jeff Bezos overlord wants you to think.
Why would he want me to think that?
Because the truth hurts, Seth.
Does it?
You know what else hurts?
Hmm.
The karate chop that I hit right on the taint of Chris Kyle. It was an upward swinging one.
So, you snapped his dick in half.
I damn near split him in half. Starting at the asshole.
You really fucked him up, man. So that's all the things I heard about him aren't true. He wasn't shot.
Everything. He wasn't even in the military.
He's just some guy.
He was just some guy picking off little Iraqi children.
Kind of like you.
Yeah. Kind of like.
So there's some competition. It's a bit of a V for
Dr. Seuss killed 72 people. Confirmed kills. How many kills do you have confirmed, Seth?
I play a lot of Kill Confirmed. And Shoot House is probably my favorite map.
What's your KD ratio?
1.10. 1.10.
Ask me about some current events.
So, there's this whole thing going on with Russia and Ukraine, and there was a missile that just hit Poland. I don't know if you heard about this. So, I was curious, like, what some of your opinions were on the conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
I didn't know there was one currently ongoing.
You didn't?
No. I've been off the grid living in North Dakota for the last 29 years.
So, no internet.
No internet, no cell phone. We do have light rail, but it is a commune of like-minded glass blowers.
Okay. So you.
We're bringing industry back to North Dakota.
Very cool. So you don't know about the Russia-Ukraine thing,
No.
but you now know.
Are you talking about the Ukraine?
The only one.
Elaborate on that.
Ukraine is basically like Russia light.
Oh, really? Is it? What if it wants to be part of the EU, Seth?
Let them. I don't care.
Won't Russia have a qualm with that?
I think Russia needs to stop.
What next, Estonia?
Sure.
What next, Finland? I was stationed in Finland
What
when
the
we
fuck
invented
happened
the
in-
Molotov cocktail.
You invented the Molotov.
Russia invaded it, and you know what we did? Me and the Finnish?
Don't they have those, like, red
We
fish?
stood our ground.
You stood your ground. Don't they have those, like, little cute red fish? Like, the little snack?
I think you're talking about Swedish fish, Seth.
Did you give those to kids, too?
Again with the jokes. No, the United States government supplied us with Hershey bars. It's propaganda, Seth.
I'm almost certain that nothing is propaganda.
Free Russia.
Free Russia? From what?
Didn't you say Ukraine was attacking Russia?
No, other way around.
You said they bombed Poland, didn't you?
No.
Vladimir Zelensky saying, "This is a threat. World War III is imminent." Well, guess what, you son of a bitch? It was you that fired the rocket.
Son of it, bitch.
Sons of a bitch.
There's a few
There's
sons.
multiple, it's pluralized. Ask me another current event. Fool.
So Elon Musk is getting a lot of flack for fucking up Twitter. You heard about
Is
this?
he the one that is the son of the diamond mine owner?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the son. I know the father on a personal level, though.
You know Elon Musk's dad?
I know Elon Musk's father.
How?
I was stationed in his diamond mine in South Africa, Seth.
Where weren't you stationed? Is that a shorter list?
It might be. Why don't you request it via the Freedom of Information Act? So you and your Kuwaiti terrorists can hit another tower that we build.
I don't think Kuwait did 9/11.
Oh, really?
Kuwait did 9/11?
Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, UAE, it's all the same to me.
What does Kuwait have to do with 9/11?
I was stationed in the Kuwaiti invasion. The NATO invasion led by who, Seth? The United States government.
Let's do a thing. I'm gonna say a country, and I want
Go ahead.
I want you to tell me if you were stationed there or not. Okay?
Okay, shoot.
Germany,
Stationed there.
France,
Stationed there.
Micronesia,
Stationed there 2 times.
2 times.
All 18 islands.
Japan.
Stationed there.
You already told me about that.
No, that was Formosa.
Mongolia,
Stationed there.
Gabon.
No longer allowed.
Why not? Why not Gabon?
They say war crimes. I say freedom.
Fiji,
Stationed there.
Cuba,
Technically via Guantanamo Bay.
Canada,
But that is an instance of the United States government illegally occupying a foreign entity.
Canada.
Fuck Canada.
So you've never been stationed in
The
Canada?
closest I've ever been to Canada is North Dakota, the great state of North Dakota.
Why not Canada?
What, so I can be there with Pierre Trudeau and his fascist government?
You were stationed in France.
And just because Pierre Trudeau was French-Canadian, I have to abide by what his little sissy blackface-wearing son says?
Yeah.
How many times have you worn blackface, Justin? Throw up the pictures.
Oh, I can't. I don't think I.
Yes, you can.
I
He's
can't-
dressed as a genie.
I'm looking it up right now. I can't find
I
it.
don't know why he's wearing blackface as an Arab genie.
It might have just been brown face.
It wasn't. It was a black and white photo, and he is very dark in it.
Well, you never know.
He is very dark. Have you ever seen Justin Trudeau pile driving a small African American child? Because I have, Seth.
Where was that?
It was at a holiday gathering about 12 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Throw the picture up.
I don't think that's public. I don't think him pile driving.
I have it. How did I get it?
How did you get it? How did you get this picture of Justin?
The Freedom of Information Act.
I mean, if you send it to me, I'll throw it up.
I am.
Okay.
Send it to
I'll throw it up right now.
Via postage.
Okay. Yeah, it's up right now.
Go ahead, keep asking me countries.
It's not a country, but Hawaii?
When haven't I been there?
Right now?
You tell me.
Right now, we're in.
You tell me, Seth.
We're in Wisconsin right now.
Oh, are we? Thanks for doxing us, you son of a bitch.
Come and find us, guys.
Keep going. I'm almost there.
What do you mean almost there? You gonna come?
I told you earlier I have an erect penis, and what the fans can't see is I'm stroking it underneath the camera.
Okay. Brazil.
Yes.
Uruguay.
Yes. And Paraguay.
Both the gays.
Both the gays.
What do you think about gay people?
I think they should be able to love one another and marry one another and spend the rest of their lives with one another. And for the United States government to try and dictate otherwise is frankly undemocratic.
And trans people as well. Yeah. Everyone in the LGBTQ community.
Every member of the LGBTQ plus IA community.
Okay. But that's fine. But when it comes to people of color, that's where you draw the line.
I'm not a racist. I don't know where you got that from.
Hmm.
All races were created equal, Seth. Why do you not think so? Are you projecting right now, Seth?
I haven't projected anything since middle school.
Are you a bigot? Are you a regular Rush Limbaugh? You know what I'll call you? I'll call you Little Dick Cheney because you want us to invade Iraq, don't you? There you go, put your hood up. I used one of those when I had to photograph the Saigon whore. You know what she did? She came to me, Seth.
What'd she do?
She said, I'm going to not do it exactly how she said it, but kinda close.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
She said, Mr. Oz, I'm pregnant with your child. And do you know what I said to her?
Well, that was...
I said, back off, bitch! And do you know what she did next? She broke a beer bottle over the table and slashed my face.
I don't see anything.
Oh, really? It's right here.
It just looks like a little
A little
scratch.
cut, Seth? Well, guess what? The United States government refuses to pay for it.
It's a tiny cut. I don't expect them to.
Do you know what I did after that?
What'd you do?
I pulled out my GE minigun.
Do you just always have it?
You can infer the rest. It takes 12 car batteries to power it. I paid small Laotian children to mine the batteries, the lithium, and carry them.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
That was angelic.
Thank
Are
you.
you a fan of Billy Joel at all?
No, actually.
Have you ever heard his one song, The Longest Time?
No, how's it go?
If you say goodbye to me tonight, ooh. It goes something like that, Seth.
That's a great song.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Billy Joel's just another fascist like you.
Why like me? Why am I a
Liberal elites in
fascist?
Hollywood.
I never said I was a fascist ever.
Oh, really? Why don't you take that boot out of your mouth, Seth? I can barely understand you. Whose hair is this on the side of your hood?
Probably a cat.
Can the camera see how long this is and coily?
It's funny that you fought in so many wars and you were stationed in so many
I never
countries.
said I fought, Seth.
You just always won.
I was stationed there.
That's interesting. So, as we close out the podcast, is there anything else you'd like to say? I mean, we only got a few minutes.
Don't support the United States government when they try and tell you that they aren't selling arms to Iran. They are. Don't trust them. They can put an embargo on any country they want, and guess what? They'll still go around it. They'll get the rest of the world to go in on it, too. Cuba, guess what? How do you think we still got Cuban cigars here? Yes, that's right, it was Barack Obama.
Well, I want to thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for, christening the new set with your wonderful personality. You think you're going to come back?
I don't think I'm ever going to be allowed back in this state again.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'm not complaining. But, you want to